What's up, NFL fans? It's your favorite scout, Bucky Brooks, and I'm going to talk about the 5 top winners in the offseason. These teams have crushed it via trades and free agency, and they are positioning themselves to be very competitive next season. Let's go to 5. The Jacksonville Jaguars. I know we're so used to them languishing around the cellar that we typically don't pay attention to what they do. But they have really killed it in the offseason. This is a team with Doug Peterson that is building around Trevor Lawrence, and every move reflects that. They went and upgraded the core around him, bringing Zay Jones and Christian Kirk to really handle the outside part of the passing game, but then adding Evan Ingram, a guy who's been a Pro Bowler down the middle, should help Trevor Lawrence. But it goes beyond that. Adding a Pro Bowler and Brandon Scherff to bring back Cam Robinson. Now this offensive line should be able to protect the young quarterback in year 2 of his NFL career. I would expect Trevor Lawrence to make a huge jump. That should help the Jaguars be more competitive. At 4, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They get a surprise treat in Tom Brady retiring, then coming back. Well, now when Tom Brady comes back, he brings the band back together. We've seen this team continue to make offseason moves to allow the 7-time Super Bowl winner to have an opportunity to chase his 8th ring. When Tom Brady's back in the building, it gives your team a chance to compete at a high level. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are back in business because TB12 is back. At 3, let's go with the Green Bay Packers. And even though this is a team that typically does a draft, develop, and re-sign philosophy, that philosophy works for this franchise. Aaron Rodgers coming back, signing a blockbuster deal, has allowed this team to re-sign some of their own players. So we've seen Preston Smith come back, Devondre Campbell come back, Devontae Adams is being retained on a franchise tag. This is a team that has won the #1 seed in back-to-back years, with Aaron Rodgers playing at an MVP in each of those seasons. Because number 12 comes back and he appears to be happy, that gives this team a chance not only to chase another #1 seed, but maybe they will get into the Super Bowl because Aaron Rodgers is back, and that brings a lot of confidence and optimism back in Green Bay. At 2, the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos quietly pulled off a blockbuster trade, and we didn't even know that they were in the mix to make this happen. Russell Wilson goes to the Denver Broncos, and even though the Denver Broncos sent off a ton of picks and a handful of players, this team is still well positioned because with Russell Wilson coming over, now you get a pass rusher and Randy Gregory in free agency to add to the mix. This was a team that already had a Super Bowl nucleus maybe bubbling up. They just needed the right quarterback to get it done. With Russell Wilson in the fold, maybe you see this wide receiver core with Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler. Maybe these guys take a step up in their development and they are ready to compete, not only for the AFC West, but maybe for the AFC. But the #1 team that has crushed it throughout the offseason, man, let's give a standing ovation to the LA Chargers and what Tom Telesco and Brandon Staley have been able to do this offseason. First, they pull off the trade to get Khalil Mack. That gives them a pass rusher opposite Joey Bosa to get after a conference loaded with elite quarterbacks. That helps them. But then being able to bring over J.C. Jackson as a free agent to give them a true #1 corner. You're talking about a guy who has 25 interceptions over the past 4 seasons, a guy who is able to play a variety of coverage, whether it's man or zone. With Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa and J.C. Jackson able to get it done. And then they resigned Mike Williams to keep that wide receiver core together with Justin Herbert. Man, the LA Chargers look loaded and they are primed to make a Super Bowl run. And a lot of that has to do with the way they attack the offseason. We'll see if it results in a Lombardi trophy in LA again. But man, I love what the Chargers have done. So there you have it, my 5 offseason winners. We'll see if these teams not only win the offseason, we'll see how they win in the regular season when that kicks off. But until then, make sure you keep coming back to Fox Sports Digital. We got you covered on everything around the NFL.